and welcome to the JfG Podcast. This is episode 247. My name's Alex, and I'm joined by my good friend Ash, as ever. As usual.
As always. I haven't changed my name. I'm still here. It's Wednesday.
Still
it's podcast
your
night.
name.
I mean, it feels like every day's the same right now. No, nothing changes.
I don't know. Apparently it's still April.
It's April still. I cleared that
for
up.
letting me know about that, because I wasn't sure.
When.
Know. I wasn't sure when.
But now you know.
And now I know now.
Now you know.
So that's important. How is everyone? Are they? Is everyone okay?
Keeping sane.
Yeah.
These days, I had to go to the doctor's today.
Oh God.
I had to go and pick up my son's allergy prescription.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't for any reasons that I'm dying or anything. No.
Okay. Good news. That would have been quite the mic drop to start the episode.
I went there after work, and I went through the first door, and there's a secondary door that you normally go through, and I'm like, there was a million bits of paper on this door. I'm like, which one do I fucking read first? I'm just scanning it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then I looked to the right and I saw a little hatch window. I'm like, and there was a person behind hatch window, staring at a computer, looking sideways.
Right.
So I would have been in the peripheral vision. And so I kind of stood there, gave a little wave. They didn't see me. So I was like, how do I get their attention? So I went hello. In a really weird voice, and I was like, have I forgotten how to talk to people?
Forgot to be a person.
I've forgotten how to interact with people I don't know. And then she still ignored me, so I went back and read the wall of paper, and I was correct. Go to the hatch, and there isn't any way of, acknowledging them. So I just stood there. And then suddenly she was like, oh, there you are. And I'm like, yeah, can I...
There you are.
Can I have this? And then everything was
quite the
fine.
Start.
And then across the road, there's two pharmacies. I don't know why. They're right next to each other. They're obviously competing for some reason. But there's literally... And one of them was door was shut, piece of paper on the window, right, everyone stay outside, we'll come and get you. And at this point it was pissing it down, and I could see him in there, and they didn't see me, so I was like, fuck this, I'm going to the other one. And other one's like, yeah, come on in, buddies, fucking whoop-de-doo. I'm like, I like these guys. They're just slapdash. I'm all about it.
It's sussed. It's a Currys and Dixons situation, buddy. They're both owned by the same dudes. They're just pretending to be mortal enemies. And
why would there be two pharmacies right next to each other? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's very strange. Either way, yeah, that's something that happened this week, buddy. There you go.
Well, thanks so much for that. Yeah,
I rode a bike at the weekend. I haven't done that for a long time. Yeah. The kids love bikes, I guess. I bought my son a new bike because his was way too small. Well, the missus said it was too small, so I was like, all right. And actually, all the kids kind of traded bikes as well. So Milo's went to Rose's went to Addie's, and then we've just got this little baby bike that's there now. But yeah. In
case you're visited by a dwarf.
It's there. No, thank you. Who's this?
No, incoming message from the big giant head. Huh? Heard the bike stuff. Came in.
Let's say hello.
No.
All right then.
Oh well, that's me told.
There you go. We've got my son on the podcast. What have you been?
Check him out.
What have you been playing this week? What games have you been playing?
Mostly Fortnite, Roblox.
What happened in Fortnite this week?
The event happened.
Can you tell us all about it?
Why?
Because that's what you do on a podcast. You talk about games.
Okay.
Well, the concert.
It's probably the most.
Yeah, the Travis Scott concert.
Who's Travis Scott?
I don't know, but I was there though. It was magical.
You were there?
I was there. Go on.
Epic Games said it was the most craziest event they did.
There you go.
And they even said that when they were in lockdown as well. So I keep hearing loads of YouTubers keep saying what they could do in like when they're actually in the office.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, this is just the start of something big.
All right, you go to bed. I love you. There you go. Fortnite update. I was there, mate.
There you go.
I was there. I experienced the Travis Scott, whoever that guy is, experience.
Was it good? What was it? Tell me about it.
Okay, so fly in with normal entrance, and then you wait around for the time, and then a big man. I'm guessing it's Travis Scott. He turns up,
Right.
and the music starts playing. And then loads of weird shit happens in the game. And to be honest, it was pretty fucking incredible. I was like, wow. Like suddenly there was it was day, it was night, it was crazy. There was a roller coaster there. I was like, what's this roller coaster? And then suddenly we're falling through the sky and seeing the moon and stuff flash in front of us. Then I don't know. It was an experience, buddy. It was something that happened. It was crazy.
What were they doing, like server wise? There was it all instanced or what? How did it work?
Like a game.
What? Were there like thousands of people?
No. So
like a server together?
you join a normal server of like, I don't know, like 50 people, and then obviously at that point on every single server, bam, everything kicks off.
So it was
guess.
just loads of instances.
Yeah, I would say so.
Right.
But yeah,
that's weird. That is the conclusion that you drew from it, having made me feel like I was being really weird with the initial question.
No, it's a fine question.
And then we came to the same conclusion. Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah, it worked.
Cool.
Because it'd be fucking mental if there was like 20,000 people on one server. I don't feel
cracked the MMO scene.
Yeah,
game on.
I reckon that would do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Fortnite. That's something I did. I played games.
Something different, isn't
that,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I've been doing other things as well. I've been playing Roblox, buddy. Been playing some more Roblox. I love Roblox now. I can't get enough. I played some kind of first-person shooter Roblox game. It was great. I loved it. Strangely enough, I get a message over the weekend from long-term listener Mike Strider, aka Strider, and he's like, "Well, you know that you've been playing Roblox, and you've mentioned that you kind of you've thought about making a Roblox level." And he's like, "I'm making a Roblox level.
Oh, serendipitous.
Do you want to get involved in this Ninja Tycoon game?" I'm like, yes, I do.
Whoa.
So, this week I've been learning Lua, which is the scripting language.
10th track on the Bright Eyes album.
There you go. It's that.
No, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, it's just the scripting language that Roblox uses. I've been learning how to use Roblox Studio. It's been pretty, like, coding wise, it's very straightforward. If you know a bit of coding already, it's all just the same shit anyway. While, for, if, else, then, like, that's it. You're good to go. Then it was just a case of learning a load of crap, really, about how to navigate the software and how to use different properties of things. So the first undertaking that I took was how to create a ninja star, the throwing ninja star. I was like,
oh yeah,
fuck it.
Shuriken.
That's the word that I can't say.
Yes.
Yeah, I in my head I was like, oh, that's going to be pretty simple. Yeah, it wasn't. I was like, okay.
Oh, watch out, you could accidentally make a swastika, buddy. It's always the danger. See,
what I did, I just, Googled free mesh of whatever that thing's called, the Shuriken or whatever it is.
Yep.
So I downloaded a free mesh, so bam, there we go. I got the model, happy days. And then it was a case of, right, what do I do with this? I need to somehow get it in the hand and throw it and stuff. Yeah, fucking managed to get it after a couple of nights of working on it. And then after that, I got a bit adventurous and I was like, I wonder if I can make it spin when you throw it. Now it spins when you throw it and it's fucking sick. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I'm learning how to build levels in Roblox with Mike Strider, which is weird. I never thought I would be doing that.
That's really cool.
Time difference. He's in Canada. I'm not. So bit of a time difference there. But it seems to there's like I think there's 5 guys, including myself and Mike, working on this. And we've got a Trello. We've got all fucking things written out. Like I was like, fucking you boys are on this shit. And
they're not mucking about.
No, they're not. Like the Roblox Studio actually lets you like collaborate. I mean, that's not really a word. It's just collaborate, isn't it? It's not co-collaborate. It's just collaborate.
Yeah, that'll do you. Yeah, just collaborate. Yeah, certainly.
Saving of air or speech there. Yeah, collaborate.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can just work on the project all at the same time. And then like when you've got a script and it's working in like your area, you can just commit it and it's like, bam, there you go, fuckers, have that. It's incredible. It works really, really well. I'm very impressed with how the what is it called? Like the editing software is compared to the actual game, which is, a pile of shite.
Yeah.
But hey, it's like, so the majority of my nights since Saturday have just been like cramming up on like stupid YouTube tutorials. There's one guy called Alvin Blocks. It's really weird. Like you listen to a video of him from like 3 years ago and he's like a 5-year-old kid. And then as it goes on, you can hear his voice gradually breaking through the tutorials until he sounds like, some sort of young adult. But yeah, it was really weird. I was like, cool, I'm learning this from like an 8-year-old. I'm fine with that. Yeah. It's, I don't know what we're going to do or where it's going to go, but these guys seem pretty intense and not intense, but motivated. That's the word.
Focused.
Yeah, they are. They're incredibly focused, and they seem pretty happy with my 2 days of work that I did. So that made me feel good. Apart from that, mate, it's just been the usual games of nipping on and getting some Warzone in, and then a bit of racing with you guys on game night, buddy. So not really a lot of gaming my end this week, apart from obviously trying to learn the games. I downloaded that Moving Out, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, what's that like? It looked like is it like Overcooked Tea or something? Like,
I mean, it's published by Team 17, so
right.
More than likely it's going to be something like that. It's some sort of couch co-op thing. I don't know. I've got it ready to play it. It was like 400 meg, so I'm not expecting a lot. But
no, I'll probably give it a burn. It's on Game Pass, isn't it now?
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Yeah. I'm hoping like me and the missus might get a little bit of excitement out of it. But
why not? Eh?
Maybe not. Hey, we've got loud sound something. I can't read that because of my brain. He says, "What's popping, guys?" in the chat.
A lot's been happening, Foxy.
Oh,
no. Nothing. Nothing's happening at all.
Nothing. Just talking about video games, as we do every Wednesday.
There's games. What are you drinking this evening, buddy?
Great question, buddy. Sorry, it kind of derailed us when my son fucking just
it's fine.
rocked up and
let's
started
not pretend that there's anything going on here.
He didn't know the protocol on how this is done. We do the pleasantries, we talk about what we're drinking, and then we talk about games. He just bursts in, he's like, Fortnite. I'm like, all right. Cool.
Maybe we could do with a bit of that spunk, buddy, a bit of that pizzazz.
I mean, don't really want any of my son's spunk. I don't think he's old enough yet.
A bit of pizzazz.
At what age do you start jizzing? I don't know.
No, well, we're certainly not going that way.
No.
I was asking what you've been drinking. He's took a turn.
I'm on
he doesn't want to know what's popping now, does he?
No,
in the
it's
chat.
true. I don't want to know. Oh, he does. He loves it, apparently. He fucking loves it. Yeah, he loves it.
No,
I'm on the Amber Adder again, buddy. And obviously, I went to the shops again this week. Picked some beer up. So I'm on the Amber Adder. £3.80, I think it was, or £3.70, I don't know, for a pack of 4. That'll get me through a Wednesday. What about you?
Do the job. Well, I've got much nicer beer from the Funk. I visited the Funk, stealthily visited the Funk, buddy.
What?
Took my crowd around. Not supposed to, I was just doing my exercise.
You were exercising.
Yeah, I was exercising just round the corner.
He was doing his exercise.
And I was like, just creep round. The Funk's been brewing quite a lot of beer. Hundreds of pints, in fact.
I've seen the picture. It's ridiculous.
I'm reaping all the benefits, buddy. So I'm all stocked up for quiz night tomorrow night and game night on Friday. But I had a few left over from the corner shop, buddy. So I'm on the Coors Light this evening, and the mountain is blue.
Was that from the secret arium in the? Or was it
from
just
the secret? Yeah, the secret corner shop
behind the red curtain.
Visited my deli supplier for some fresh fruit and veg yesterday.
Lovely.
Ordered it on the old WhatsApp under the radar, a little bit. You ain't seen me, right? Looking to put in another meat order from my meat supplier tomorrow, buddy. So that should be good.
Nice.
Nothing else to report, of course. I haven't really gone anywhere or done anything. So
Why would you? Why would you?
Absolutely. But I have been playing games, and here are some of the games that I've been playing, and I'll say them and also talk about them for context.
Can I just say, I love how a lot of shops and stuff are just like, fuck it, we're just going to open again now. Like B&Q, they're like, we're going to open. Just do you find that a bit odd? I find it weird.
I don't know why it would now be okay to go outside.
I know it's definitely not,
because I don't think anything's changed.
Nothing's changed
from when we first entered the inside. No. I don't really understand why going out now would be okay, because
no,
I don't believe that there's any sort of cure yet.
No, I haven't heard of the Cure. Well, I mean, I have heard of the Cure. They're a band, but no.
Robert Smith. Excellent, really. Although,
Great
to be honest,
band.
Album tracks, not so much. One of those bands, you can make a sort of 20-song greatest hits and you're going to love all that shit. But frankly, anything past there, I'm not so sure, mate, if I'm honest.
Sorry, I need to read this. So in the chat, Loud Sound, was it Dimension? He's typed. He's been enjoying the show so far. He comes in with the comment of, "I made a horrible mistake. I took 3 tabs of acid and played Doom. Shit was whack, and it's going to be a while before it's safe."
That's fair. That's fair. Well, you need to cling on to whatever's nearby, loved ones or otherwise, to get through this, buddy. And
I want to know what Doom it was. Was that the 2016 remake or like the original one from back in?
What do you think would be most terrifying?
What, I think 3 tabs of acid?
Yeah, I think Doom 3.
I don't know.
Do you remember Doom 3? That was like a horror.
Yeah, no, that was on the PC, wasn't it? Well, I played it on the PC. You had that when you had your Beast PC.
Yeah, I had that GeForce 6400, G6800.
The
GT.
powerhouse.
Yeah, it had some beans.
Yeah.
I think Doom 3.
That was scary as fuck.
That was fucking
I didn't like
terrifying.
that. It was too much. It was too
well
much.
Clear of that.
That was the first 3D iteration, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. Well, it was the first like proper
3D modeled.
Like, yeah, it was.
Was it?
Big boy graphics.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
it was interesting.
We digress. Go on then. What are you doing? Yeah, he says it was the 2016 remake, but to be honest, Doom original just cause of a lack of pixels. I wish I could read. I just can't. I can't read.
It's too late now, of course.
What, reading or me learning to read? Yeah, that's gone. It's all gone. To be honest, like I don't know what you should really do the reading of stuff. I mean, that's why you do the hosting, because you have notes and read them. I'm just here for. I don't really know why. Just because.
Well, whatever you're for, it seems to work.
Yeah, there we go. Happy days. Yeah.
Right. Here's some games that I've been playing. I know you can't wait. Here we are. Firstly, I've completed Sleeping Dogs, buddy. And that's kind of me in a pattern of sort of a lengthy open world game a week at the moment. I mean,
you're fucking smashing it.
Been eyeing up Far Cry 5, but I'm naturally suspicious of purchasing a Ubisoft title.
It's first person as well, isn't it? Like, what? You can't do that.
Yeah.
No,
I know.
I'm not allowing it. You can't do it.
But where do I go? Where do we go now? I don't know. We were looking at Sekiro, but presumably I'll get really annoyed at that because I'll be shit at it.
We got like Neo or whatever it is. What's it called? Did we play that? That's third person.
Nier Automata.
No. Neo.
We haven't. NIOH.
It was PlayStation Plus like fucking ages ago.
Oh, I don't think so.
That's a game.
Calling bullshit on that. I don't have that game. I don't think so.
You talk.
Maybe it was.
I'll Google.
Okay, cool. Well, anyway, I've finished Sleeping Dogs.
Let me go to that really good website.
store.playstation.com/EU/PMEVE6BYMU_CF7CRBE.
Great website.
Probably in there somewhere. Sleeping Dogs was cool. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Lots of cool stuff in there. I didn't realise until quite near the end that you can hold X at any moment when you're driving a car. Now, the main reason to hold X is if you're trying to action hijack another vehicle, which is when you jump out of whatever vehicle you're in onto the back of another vehicle and take control of it flawlessly and seamlessly, and that's very fun. And also happens several times in the story itself. But you can actually just hold X and hang out of the door whenever you want. And I basically turned to that as a method for killing people for the last few hours of the game. I'm driving down the road, get a little bit close to the pavement, hold down X. He pops out the door, literally like, there I am, and then death. So that was fun. But yeah, nice. It was a good story. I enjoyed it. Really quite a sort of polished game with lots of cool stuff in it. It's just like a sort of greatest hits of open world city sort of GTA-esque games. But it was really fun. It was really well acted. Some major people. Lucy Liu in this, Tom Wilkinson. Like, why did this happen? I have no understanding of it. But either way.
Was it Square Enix? Was it?
Yes, it is. Square Enix and United Front Games.
Yeah.
With a bit of help from Eidos, I think. But anyway, it's a cool game, and it's probably the best $3.99 I've spent so far this year. So I was pretty pleased with myself on that one. And now, as I said, I'm looking for the next challenge.
Well, you're in luck, my friend, because I have sent Neo to your console right now.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Yes, lovely.
That's a game you can play.
It is a game that I can play, and I fucking will. And I'll talk about it next week.
Damn straight.
Cheers, buddy. Elsewhere, a quick roundup of some Xbox that I've been playing on my little shit heap.
From the
terrible
shit heap.
Console that it is. Yeah.
Tales from the shit heap.
Toy Box Turbos, buddy. I've been
okay.
playing Toy Box Turbos. It's a 360 game. It's a spiritual successor to Micro Machines from Codemasters, and it was on Games for Gold.
Love the Games for Gold.
Yeah, so I've been playing that, and it's fun. I like it. It's not very good, but it's fine, and I enjoy it. And I thought I was going up against one of our very, very old Xbox 360 friends list people, Matt United. I thought I was going up against like his historical Toy Box Turbos times, and smashing him, frankly, on the leaderboards. And then I realised that no, he played it like 3 days ago. So yeah, it's we're both playing this ancient 360 game and dog fighting it out on the leaderboards, which I thought was quite funny.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah. So that's Toy Box Turbos. Deliver Us the Moon is a game that I've been playing. This has come out on both platforms, but it's on Game Pass. Is it on PC Game Pass?
It is on PC. I read the description and I was like, okay, we're escaping planet Earth. Pardon me, for whatever reason, it's gone to shit, and I might survive or not. So how does that work? Is it a 3D game? Because I was like, what am I doing?
It's a walking sim, first-person walking sim.
Right, cool.
And
love it.
It looks all right, and it plays horribly. It controls horribly. We're talking like half a second latency between button presses and actual movement.
That's what you want in games.
It's fucking deliciously annoying to play. Just because you're like, I can't believe this. I can't believe it. In terms of story, it's interstellar, but they found some sort of power source on the moon. They harvested
like you do, yeah, harvesting the moon,
yeah, with some sort of like fusion energy thing or something or other. And then all of a sudden, one day, the moon just stopped delivering the energy to the Earth, and they couldn't raise anyone up there. No one knows what happened, but the world was like
Martians.
dying, and so no one really. They didn't have any money, and they couldn't send a mission up. So literally, everyone just basically like died. But you are part of these like group of scientists who've been working on building a rocket to get up to the moon to try and work out what the fuck's going on, maybe get the power back online and rebuild society. And that's the story. And that's fine. That's a decent story for this sort of game.
That's a story I can get behind.
Absolutely. But the controls are wank. The gameplay's wank. It's typical fucking go here, pick this up, take this here,
I love
put it in there. That's it. Now go down here. You haven't really got a map, except but the whole thing's kind of a bit maze-like. There's zero gravity once you get up there. Obviously, the last thing that you really want when it controls badly when you're walking is to have to fly around with those same controls.
Yeah.
And worth noting, by the way, that this thing might run well on PlayStation. I mean, it's certainly likely that it runs better on PlayStation than my fucking nightmare machine. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's really something that would tax either console. So I suspect that controller latency is probably there on both systems. Either way, really promising story, but completely let down by the actual gameplay, which is just fucking rubbish, like absolute lowest common denominator stuff, coupled with, frankly, a really annoying script. The typical thing where you don't see any fucker, there's no one anywhere, you're just talking to people on radios, or rather they're just talking at you all the fucking time with exposition. And Edith Finch defeats another game, buddy, because why on earth would I bother playing this any longer than the
I don't know.
Hour
I don't
or
know.
so
I mean,
I
you've
did.
really sold it to me. It's fucking.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
I totally want to play this game now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I feel like I dodged a bullet again there by thinking.
Yeah. Well,
no, fuck that.
It's just the gameplay's dull, and go and pick up audio log, and it fleshes out a bit of the story.
Yeah. So say I enjoyed these type of games. Is it a good walking sim? I mean, you've said obviously it doesn't compare to Edith Finch or whatever. So
it's interesting. I'd like to know what happens. The first thing that I thought when I got to that sort of the first hour mark, and I was like, I'm wasting my time. I thought to myself, I would probably quite like to watch one of the people that I like to watch on YouTube play this game, like Tom and Simon from the Yogscast. I would definitely watch the whole series of them playing this game,
Yeah.
because then I could enjoy the story, they could mock the script, and I wouldn't have to control the fucking thing. It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
And they can pick up their ad revenue in return.
Loud Sound in the comments, he said, sounds like a great time or endless disappointment. Which just a sort of low level disappointment at all times. The point at which I switched it off and knew I'd never play it again was when it put me in a situation where I had a literal oxygen level countdown timer, and I had to retrieve like energy capsules and try and fly through corridors to place them places with the terrible control system. A boring task. With added peril because I was slowly suffocating, coupled with the fact that I was with spastic controls. I think I've destroyed this game. Yeah, I mean, you've nailed it, mate. You've nailed it.
I'll move on.
Yeah.
I've been playing Rainbow Six Vegas co-op story with the Funk, and that is a brilliant experience. I've been absolutely loving it.
I mean,
a graphical nightmare, obviously. It was at the time.
Yeah, wasn't great.
But yeah,
Ubisoft.
It's a fun game, man. It's so good. I love the way the enemies just attack like nutters on that game, and they'll just flank round behind you.
Yeah, of course. We played that game so much.
We did.
In the day.
We did.
I can't imagine how many times we went through that campaign. It was a great game.
Fantastic. We got both games on there. I'm surprised that it works. I did have some trouble. I don't know why I'm giving advice on how to do this, because I doubt anyone wants to. But I made a private lobby for this, and I couldn't invite anyone to it, which was annoying. And there just doesn't seem to be a way to do so. But you can create a public one. And funnily enough, there aren't that many people playing the co-op story of Rainbow Six Vegas 1.
What?
So Funk was able to just find it in the list and join from there. But yeah, for some reason, private didn't work, and I'm not quite sure why, but it just didn't.
That's dumb.
But yeah, there's like 21 missions, I think. We've done like 7 of them straight off the bat.
21
really enjoy
missions
ourselves.
To go. 21
Absolutely.
missions to
And
go.
then Vegas 2, of course, which, hopefully it'll have a similar number.
Vegas
so that we
2.
can sing the song again.
I can still remember like that first level in Vegas 2. Where is it? Like the helipad, you go through the little office, then you go up and around the building where it's like a little bit snowy, you get to the doors, you have to breach it and fucking go in there and kill the dude. Oh, it's a great level. Great intro.
Really good.
Yeah. Great intro.
Much less recollection of the first game's campaign. I didn't really remember it at all. I remembered starting in the sort of slummy bit and going through to the train yard and that, but we've already got to a stage that I just don't really remember at all. Obviously, you get to the library at some point, and I kind of vaguely remember
I love the library.
breaching into that library.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful game, and they don't really make them like that anymore. And I mean specifically Ubisoft, because they're such an utter disappointment of a company. But they did used to make wonderful games, and this was one of them, and it's been really fun.
Oh well.
Finally, from me, buddy, I've finally given up on PES 2020, eFootball, Pro Evolution Soccer 2020.
Yeah,
eFootball. It's not that esporty though, is it? Because I think that the Premier League players and the charities chose FIFA to have a tournament on last week, didn't they? Rather
they pretty much
PES, which is weird because PES, it's eFootball, isn't it?
eFootball, it's esports, isn't it?
Strange.
Yeah,
maybe it's just a really shit game.
Maybe.
So, I've had enough of playing PES 2020 on my own. It's not very good. And I was like, the other games were better. And I was like, let me test and make sure that that's the case. So installed PES 2015, and I've been playing some of that and really enjoying it. And it is indeed better. PES 2015 is a much better game than PES 2020.
A game from 6 years ago.
All but the graphics,
obviously,
and the overall sort of animations and feeling of the players, obviously improved in the 2020 version
in the future.
But everything else, gameplay, shooting, headers, corners, free kicks, AI, all of it feels much better in 2015. I then installed 2016, and again, feels even better than 2015. 2017, not so good. Starting to head towards the shit we've got now. So 2016 is the sweet spot.
Peak.
PES 2016.
That's
where you want to be. And I've started a Master League campaign on there, buddy, where I'm only allowed to sign Liverpool players,
right?
Past, present, and future, basically. So I've taken over Liverpool. I can buy anyone they've bought since 2016.
Yeah.
And I can rebuy anyone they've sold since before 2016. And I'm finding that really fun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I love that you have to make
younger versions
the game fun, though.
Well, I've played a hell of a lot of Master League over the years.
Yeah, I know. It's not your first rodeo,
need an agenda at this point.
You need to set your own parameters to make
it's quite fun
more
bringing in
interesting.
Players that, like people like Joe Gomez he's a 57 on PES 2016 because he was at like Charlton. So like bringing him in and Van Dijk I've brought in from Southampton. He'd only just signed there, so I had to wait a little while. Mane, I've been trying to bring in. Salah from Roma. He was at Roma at the time. Fabinho from like Lille, I think it was, or Sevilla somewhere.
Get Torres, mate. It's a good show.
Torres at Atletico, he didn't want to sign, the bastard.
What?
And Suarez is mega expensive to bring back from Barca, so I'm not sure about him. But
you should get Pepe Reina.
I've got Pepe Reina, buddy. Although I'm working on getting Alisson. He's like 19-year-old at Nacional in Brazil, so it's really fun. Like I'm in talks with Dirk Kuyt, buddy, to bring him back from Ajax as a seasoned veteran.
Nice,
2015 had the added benefit of the fact that Stevie G hadn't retired yet, so I still had him in my squad. But
nice.
It's 2016 I've settled on, and I mean, if you look at the fun that I've had this week from Sleeping Dogs, which is a last-gen game remaster.
Hell game.
A 5-year-old football game. Rainbow Six Vegas 1 from like 2007 or whenever it was. A remake of Micro Machines.
Yeah.
It's not great, is it?
I mean,
in terms of like new releases and stuff. But I'm sorry,
it's not.
None of these games have got like loot crates in them. They haven't got like PES is fucking the manager creator has actual options rather than just pick Maradona or Roberto Carlos or like. There's so much that's missing from the new PES that like has been removed.
Yeah, I know.
It's madness. And Vegas is just cool. It's just cool. And Funk was pissing himself at the end of each level. It was giving us 100 XP, and that's like nothing wrong with that. Obviously, in the grand scheme of the XP mechanics in the game, but it had to explain XP to you because it was a relatively new thing, and also the idea that people would just be happy getting 100 XP each time they finish the level these days.
Oh yeah, I got 100 that time. Get in, son. Get in. Yeah.
So anyway,
no, things have kind of lost track, maybe, or gone off the track, or some other saying that I don't know.
I don't know what's going on, but there are games that I'm looking forward to that are coming out soon, and that's where we're going next, buddy. Unless you've got any other games you want to talk about.
I mean, there's always games I want to talk about. I mean, I'm installing Gears Tactics right meow because that's come out on PC.
Seen good things, buddy.
I've heard good things as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a bit of XCOM, and there's a little bit talk later of games that you can get lost in right now because it's a lockdown. This could be one of those games, buddy. So I will I promise this time to actually play a game this week that I haven't played before.
I look forward to hearing about that.
Yeah, so I will report back on it next week, buddy. Apart from that, no other games really. No.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, we'll head towards
my favourite section.
Shit that's happening. That's where we're going now. And that's a mixture of shit that's happening and things people have said. Maybe people in our Discord, which of course you can visit.
There's a Discord.
There's a Discord chat, buddy.
Get involved in the Discord.
Get stuck in. there's a link from our Twitch. If you head to our Twitch, you can find a link there. Or if you go to the JfG Podcast.co.uk, then there's a link there as well for you to come.
We have a website.
We do. We have a website. Hell. And that's a place you can go on the internet in a web browser.
Everybody knows your name.
They do, because you have to sign up with one. And they'll know that because they'll be able to see it. So, shit that's happening, buddy. Firstly, good news. Cosmic Dad mentioned this early doors, brought it to our attention straight away.
On the button.
Yeah, and I think probably looking forward to something new to play, as are a lot of us.
What you know about? What's wrong with the old stuff, buddy?
I'm having no problem with the old stuff at all, buddy. I don't need them to release any more games. However, I'm pleased that they're releasing these ones because they were kind of cancelled indefinitely. Not cancelled, but, postponed.
It was weird.
With no... obviously, Sony kind of work out what was happening and how to proceed. We now have, again... release dates for The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, which I want to play both of these games.
They look very good.
I may well buy both of these games
stocking them up
immediately.
I'd say so.
Because, obviously The Last of Us 2, that was supposed to be out originally in February. It was pushed back before the outbreak and then obviously suffered a little bit further for it. But here we are, June the 19th, buddy, for The Last of Us 2. And Ghost of Tsushima is July 17th. So you got two sizable games to look forward to in June and July there, which is pretty cool.
Big boy games.
Absolutely. Really looking forward to both of those. Ghost of Tsushima looks really, really cool. Big sort of fan of those Sucker Punch games anyway. So,
I thought you were going to say like wavy fields of like grain. Like
I do like really corn. Good. They do. I like I like
maize?
Japanese water gardens and lilies and blossom, cherry blossom. Big fan of cherry blossom.
Big fan of the cherry blossoms. Yeah.
Big fan. Nice. So Last of Us 2. Been in the news a fair bit this week. Following a fairly sizable... Oh, go ahead.
I find this weird. Why would you cancel it indefinitely? Like, refund people their money and shit on, like, the PlayStation store. And then just be like, oh, no, it's coming out in June. Which isn't
I've no idea.
Really that far away. Like, it's... No. Do you not find it odd?
Well, I think the oddest thing it really is that you don't take the sort of middle ground step of saying it's been delayed and we'll have a new release date for you within a month or two, and then if you feel the need to sort of cancel it indefinitely, then you can kind of act. But to immediately be like, it might not come out this year, and then like 3 weeks later be like, it's coming out in 6 weeks' time.
Jalemba.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah. No, that's all I wanted to say, that it's weird.
No, you're right, and there's something. There's quite clearly something going on here in the background, and I'm not sure what it is.
We'll never know.
It's a difficult story to delve into, mainly because I don't want the game spoiled for me as well, and that's where I've been struggling a little bit, because this week we've had story spoilers leak in a big way. We're talking a video uploaded to all main social media networks, is up on YouTube for a spell, showing cutscenes from The Last of Us 2, like pivotal cutscenes, massive story spoilers, including essentially an end of game cutscene as well, ruining the whole... But this ruins the story for the whole game, spoils the entire game, and it was leaked online this week. Fair warning, everybody, keep on your toes, because if you're like me, you do not want this game to be ruined for you. Lots of people talking about it.
You don't want it ruined, because this is a game all about story. Exactly. And if you know the story, you're fucked.
I don't know that I would. I don't know that I would buy it if I knew what happened.
Knowing that first that first sequence in The Last of Us before playing The Last of Us.
Yeah, no.
Like, that would just kill the entire game.
Yeah, absolutely. So the rumor is, and this is as far as I can tell, and I did some light Googling here without delving deep, because obviously I do not want to head onto some sort of Reddit right now and get completely screwed over. So perhaps this will be something we can investigate after the week the game comes out, where I'll inevitably have caned through the thing.
Obviously.
And then we can issue a spoiler warning and go from there. But the rumor is some sort of disgruntled Naughty Dog employee is responsible for this leak, which is why the leak is so extensive. The fact that they had access to so much content. This is an inside job. That's the rumor. It's not confirmed at the time of recording. It may well be by the time you're listening to this, if you're catching it up on your pod apps. But it's a fucking gauntlet trying to cite this disgruntled employee source without ruining the game for yourself. So I'd probably leave it if I were you, unless you don't care. And then perhaps you can spoiler-free report back to our Discord and fill us in on that. But I don't think that it's been properly confirmed anywhere yet exactly what's happened here. We can only speculate on why an employee might be disgruntled.
Maybe it's because he was put on furlough or sacked.
It could be a furlough thing.
Some reason. And it's like,
yeah, we could speculate all day. The first thing that came to my mind...
I'm going full on conspiracy now. Let's do
go
this.
On then.
No, I don't know. I haven't got one. I haven't.
I was going to say, I know a lot of games companies in the current sort of generation. I know we may or may not have spoken about Gearbox doing this, and I think Naughty Dog are kind of in the same boat, in that a lot of these companies, they pay not particularly well, but have hefty completion bonuses. And the first thing that sprang to mind was the idea that perhaps in indefinitely postponing the launch of the game, or at least delaying it further, it meant that perhaps some of the workforce were going to be missing some sort of bonus or payout, something like that, completely not their fault, out of their hands. And that would certainly get my goat. And I know it's happened to a couple of other game studios in the last few weeks. So if I was to speculate, if I had to guess what had happened, that would be probably my first guess. But it's obviously complete speculation on my part. That's not cited anywhere.
I'm taking that as fact.
He's going with it. Well, that's the way of the modern world, buddy. Yeah, Someone said something.
It's on the internet, buddy,
and now it's true. So
it's true. This is it.
Yeah, it's true. 100% true. Factual.
You can't go back on that. Your word is your bond.
Absolutely, and
that's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm really doing a service.
Really.
I'm doing a service to the internet there by wildly speculating without any of the required fucking knowledge. And you're welcome,
fuck me,
everyone.
Total different subject. What's that new Xbox bollocks that I saw this week?
Well, the logo.
No, like a console with a thing in it, with a projector and a speaker. Was it total bollocks, or I didn't really look into it? What was it called? Like Xbox special box? No, something one probably, wasn't it? I can't even remember.
I remember seeing some concept art that had a projector in it.
There was like a whole video of like what this fucking thing was. Like it had like a touchscreen controller. It had a projector that did 8K in the back of it. It had like surround speakers in it as well. Was that bullshit?
I'm pretty sure it was a concept design.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm pretty sure that's not a real thing. I saw a concept design a little while ago. I'm just trying to confirm that while I'm knobbing about here. I'm on one of these. Continue with ad blocker, please. Thank you.
Yeah, fuck those cunts. Oh, it's got a bit of dribble. Oh, let me mop that up. How's the facial hair coming on, buddy? Mine's coming on pretty tasty.
It's I'm just not shaving. I'm not really trying to achieve
just
anything
being lazy.
other than
I'm trying to
not shave.
I'd say I'm trying to grow some hair back on the top of my head, but no, once again, I'm just not cutting my hair. So we're going to see how that goes out. It's going to look terrible. And then I'll shave my head again in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, inevitably when I have to leave the flat on a regular basis again, then I'll be having a shave. But for the time being, I'm just quite enjoying not having to do that. That's really my only end game, is to be lazy at this moment in time. Really.
Nice. I love it. There we go.
Yeah.
What's this thing? Here we go. 2 days ago. Stunning Xbox Series X design.
It's concept. It's concept.
Is it?
It's not,
oh, man.
Yeah, it's not a real thing.
Well, there's like a whole thing in it.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Envisions an 8K gaming smart hub.
Smart home happens when everyone's sitting at home with nothing to do, buddy.
Yeah. Like if you... Project Oris... Oris,
it's very nice. It's worth watching the video just out of interest, really, because it's quite a nice design, and it would be a wonderfully cool thing, wouldn't it?
It's very well put together. It's lovely.
It's nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
Anyway, that was bollocks.
I haven't got much else really. We've had there was a fun story. I picked basically the only interesting news story that I could see this week that was sort of a little bit more lighthearted. And that was to do with Animal Crossing, which is a game that I don't have any experience with, but as I understand it, people can visit each other's islands and sell stuff to each other and that sort of thing. And this was quite a funny story I saw this week from someone who posted their turnip prices, buy and sell, on Twitter, and received a DM on Twitter from Elijah Wood. That Elijah Wood. He tweeted out that he was asking if he could come and sell some of his turnips to her, and could he have her island code? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. And so she gave him her code, and Elijah Wood turned up on her island, pounced about for a bit, asked if he could pick some of her fruit. It all sounds a little bit naughty to me, buddy, euphemism-wise, but here we are. And yeah, sold her some turnips. And then he also noticed that she was quite a big fan of Ryan Johnson, and said, "Long live Ryan Johnson," which came as a speech bubble on which she screen grabbed Elijah Wood on a Animal Crossing island saying, "Long live Ryan Johnson." And she posted that as well. And now, if you go on Ryan Johnson's Twitter page, that's his header. He's picked that as his header. So that's the cyclical story there.
There you go.
It's just
that's
fun. It's just fun.
Story.
Elijah Wood visits some random woman's Animal Crossing island.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson ends up having that as his Twitter header. So there you are. Quite nice.
This is what happens when no one can go outside, buddy.
Absolutely. And what also happens is that was kind of, this is a shit sandwich where the bottom bit of bread's missing.
Okay. So the shit's just going to fall out of it.
It's just going to fall out the bottom. And it's Nintendo, and I just wanted to say something nice about Nintendo before I gave them an absolute pasting. 160,000 Nintendo accounts have been leaked and accessed in a giant data breach for the company. Nintendo has confirmed that it's investigating this. It's also confirmed that its own servers and databases were not breached, meaning the credentials were obtained from somewhere else. So I don't know if that's better or worse.
It's a magical land that doesn't exist, buddy.
So they're saying that their own servers weren't breached, but that means that all of that data was stored somewhere else. Someone got hold of that and basically sold it.
Why is my Nintendo account held somewhere else?
It's very confusing, and I don't really understand.
I guess if you use third-party apps or something.
I just thought it was very funny when they tweeted out basically saying that their own servers and databases weren't breached, presumably thinking that people would be like, "Yay, thank God for that." But to be honest, I've read that and thought that's worse.
Yeah.
Where was this data then? How
That's
did someone get hold of it? Either way,
I don't know.
It's confusing, but yeah,
we'll never know.
Someone has retrieved Nintendo network IDs and then used them legitimately, basically via the Nintendo service. If you had cards saved on there, then purchases could have been made.
Wow.
All sorts. Not great.
Never put your
They're
cards
further investigating
on anything. It's a bad idea.
It's now been disabled, the Nintendo Network ID service, so you can't sort of do browser logins in the same way that you would be able to before.
That would have been helpful. before this happened.
I mean, we can't really say anything other than this is a further reminder to everybody listening who, if you're listening, you play games, whether they be PC on a storefront or on a console. Do not save payment information on your account on these services because you can't trust them. Xbox breach in 2017, very famous PlayStation Network breach, like several weeks that system was down. People's accounts have been hacked time and time again. It's not that long ago we had a friend whose account was taken over on the Sony network. Sony did fuck all about it. They didn't give a shit, and he had a credit card saved on there. There is no need or reason to store your credit card info on there. You can add it to make a purchase and remove it straight after. Most of these services also accept PayPal now, so you can add your PayPal, remove your PayPal. It's easy to do. I don't have any payment information on my system, so if my account is hacked, yes, I will lose access to my account. Yes, I will lose access to my games, but no, I will not be fucking robbed from my bank account.
Which is a good thing.
This is a good reminder to say.
A couple of things. I forget one of them, but number 2. My son wanted to buy some... What did he want to buy? I think he wanted some Robux, or whatever it is. The currency in Roblox. And he had, I think it was like £4. So I'd stuck a tenner in his account. His Microsoft account a few weeks ago. I was like, yeah, no problem. He's really good. Like when he wants to buy stuff like online, through games or whatever, he comes to me, he says, Dad, can I do this? I'm like, right, yeah, cool, no problem. And I go through that. At this point though, I'm at work, and I get a phone call from the wife, and she's like, oh, is this all right? Are you okay with that? I'm like, yeah, that's cool, no problem. So confirming it with me before he does it, so I've got him fucking well trained, which is good.
Nice.
And a couple of minutes later, I get an email saying, oh, thank you for your purchase. Like £4 come out of your PayPal account. I'm like, what? No. Get back on the phone. What's he fucking done? He's fucked it up, and he. And then I come home later and I realise what had happened is a case of, I mentioned that I have to be signed into the Windows Store for him to have access to Game Pass.
Yep.
So obviously he's used my account and bought it through them, and I had PayPal linked to my account, and I was like, oh, okay, that was my bad. But I didn't realise that I had fucking PayPal linked to my account, and yeah, I was like, that's getting taken off right now. Bam. But yeah, no, and that's the thing. It's that simple. Like if someone had like hacked his account, taken it somewhere else, they could fucking put God knows whatever on my PayPal, and they don't ask for PayPal, details. It's just like, oh, PayPal's there, we'll use that.
Absolutely, and that's the danger,
it's crazy.
That's the ridiculous thing. Like same on the Sony, the PlayStation Store. If you've got a card saved on there, you can make any purchase password free if you're logged into that account. If you want to do something like remove that card, then it'll take you through a fucking verification process. You'll have to log in again and so on. But to spend £300 on there, you can just do that. That's fine. Help yourself.
It's not a problem.
It's ridiculous.
Without any kind of thing. Yeah.
I don't trust any of these companies at all.
Of course not.
And I don't store any card information or details on there. And there's just no need to. It takes you an extra 30 seconds to add your payment method and then remove it afterwards.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. And this sort of thing happens on an annual basis to remind us to keep doing that.
For me, it takes longer to put in my fucking PlayStation password than it does to put in my fucking payment details, because that password is fucking long.
Yeah, same with mine's like 50 characters long.
Yeah.
Carefully memorized code.
There's a lot of games there, buddy. I don't want to lose them.
Absolutely right. So, there we are. Little bit of advice and wisdom based off the back of that. More fun for you. Message from Funk, who's been looking for things to do while unfortunately furloughed. He's been looking at RTSs, stuff that he's got saved on his Steam account, a bit of Civ and that sort of thing. Yep. And he noticed that Total War Shogun is free on Steam at the moment. He says, now that's a lockdown game. So
he is correct, buddy. That's a game that you could sink a lot of hours into. He is not wrong.
Absolutely right. And then friend of the podcast, PJ, chimed in as well, mentioning that that Command and Conquer bundle of like all of the Command and Conquer RTS games. He says you can get all of the Command and Conquer games for $5 from CD Keys. He played a game of 0 Hour with uni buddies, and that was great fun, although pretty intense.
Love the intensity.
So, absolutely. If you're looking for an RTS to get stuck into right now, £5, all of Command and Conquer, free Total War Shogun, and make sure to check the Discord on a regular basis because we've always got people posting free games in there.
Free games in there, buddy. Yeah, get them free games.
And deals when they come through as well. We've got a whole free games section. Gigaram's always looking for stuff. I know you can pick up, or you could pick up Alien Isolation for a quid or $1, depending on where in the world you were, for sort of International Alien Day. I don't know how long that's on for, but worth a look if you haven't already. It's a game that I really should play. It's on Game Pass. I'm scared to. I don't know if I want to play it.
Yeah, I'm a massive pussy, so yeah.
That can happen. So yeah. The only other thing I wanted to talk about, really, was the Assassin's Creed reveal, which obviously I don't care about it. They're revealing the location of the next Assassin's Creed game. And as I said, wouldn't normally be interested in that, but the way they're revealing it, buddy, is some sort of bizarre all-day stream from a concept artist who's just kind of noodling about on Photoshop and has been for the last 8 hours at time of recording. Is he still going? Has anything been revealed yet? I haven't checked in for a few hours.
So it looks like it's finished now.
Right.
And they've posted a video that's 3 minutes and 55 seconds long, where it's obviously that just sped up to whatever fucking speed. And, it literally was a guy for 8 hours just doing this picture. What's this? I don't know who you are. And then it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There you go.
There we are. It was rumoured to be a Norse gods-esque sort of thing. And it's going to be called Valhalla, and a full reveal is coming on April the 30th, which is tomorrow for us. So,
what?
Sorry, everyone, but it should be there if you care. Yeah. Tune in on April 30th at 8 a.m. Pacific. That's the time to do it. 8 a.m. Good stuff. That's Valhalla.
Are
you interested? There's at least 3 Assassin's Creed games in the under £16 section at the moment on the PlayStation Store, including Odyssey. I don't know if that's the latest one or not because they're all called like the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Origins,
Odyssey.
Which one's newer? Is it Odyssey the newest one? I think it is.
I feel like Odyssey is the latest one.
It's very well reviewed, that game. Is that?
There you go. That's a game you should buy. There you go. That would take you fucking ages to complete.
Yeah, busy work. I don't know if I'm keen. Probably not.
You should just play Roblox like me, mate. It's really cool.
Yeah, I could do.
Yeah, it's free as well.
Well, that's nice. That is nice. Yeah, there we
don't
are.
Do that. Don't do that. Promise me.
I promise. It's an easy promise for me.
You can get it on your little shit heap, buddy. You can download it on there.
I'm sure I can.
Yeah. Don't do it though.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm looking very much forward to Assetto Corsa Competizione at this point, buddy.
Competizione and Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Set in Yorkshire.
Yeah. Can that be the name of the podcast? Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. There's it's in that the dude who made Jalopy, his game's out. It's like an 80s England simulator where you're like a landlord.
Okay.
Pretty grotty.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should at least look up the name of it.
He's going to look up
Landlord's Super.
Landlord's Super.
1980s Britain building simulator.
What?
Yeah. Looks quite fun. It's all to do with, building shit flats and renting them out to people in the 80s when everyone was racist.
Right, I'm watching a video called Breaking into Homes to be a Successful Landlord. Landlord Super. So,
okay, it is related to the game. I thought it was some sort of instructional video for pikeys, so I'm glad that it's actually related to the subject we were talking about. Buddy.
Yeah. No, it is. It's just breaking in, and I don't really know what to say about this. Looks weird. First
person ass weird thing. Don't know.
Yeah, looks very strange.
One to look up, buddies. There we are. I haven't got anything else, buddy. I'm fucking spent. It's all over for me.
I'm quite pissed as well, to be honest, so that's good news.
That's something. Fucking.
Yeah. I didn't think I was going to do it tonight, but I did.
He made it, bless his soul. He made it. He did it. Yeah. Beautiful. Well,
I want to say a big thank you to Loud Sound Dementia, who joined us for the majority.
Yeah, welcome.
Dimension, whatever. He joined us for most of the podcast. He ended with a couple of minutes ago. I'm going to bed because it's 6 a.m. in Australia. Thanks for the entertainment. I'll be sure to check out the podcast and website. He'll probably forget about it tomorrow, but it'd
be a dream he had. That's fine.
Top lad, 6 a.m. Yeah. That's dedication.
Thanks very much for joining us, and thanks to everyone who listens as well, and thanks to everyone who gets stuck in with the Discord and plays games and talks about them and lets us know what they're up to, because we really actually fucking enjoy that. It's just the fact that this is how I speak all the time that makes it sound sarcastic, but I actually do. I do.
You just don't know.
It's hard to say.
That's the beauty of us.
Absolutely. I'm gonna fuck off. I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm leaving, frankly, and I don't care who knows it. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. We'll be back next week. I'm sure we will, unless everything really does go to shit, which
we're still good.
I think we're all right. We'll catch you next time. Until then, I've been Alex. He has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You say farewell.
Okay, farewell. Sorry. You've been listening to the JfG Podcast with Ash and me, Alex. You can find us at www.thejfgpodcast.co.uk, where you'll also find our Discord and Streetbeat if you want to get involved with the show. Our Facebook is /the JfG Podcast, and our Twitter handle is @the JfG Podcast. We're on all those video streaming sites too, buddies, from TubeTube to twitch.tv /the JfG Podcast to mixer.com, aka beam.fucking-pro. We've got a PS4 community you can join. Just search the JfG Podcast on there. And we're also on Google Plus if that is how you choose to live your life. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. We'll catch you next time.